Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final group play match of the 2021 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. To close it out, we have a Group H match between the Beast Monster and Glutamic Acid. Now, there are some playoff implications here for the brackets. Yeah, and MIDI Guy just correctly pointed it out. Glutamic Acid comes in at 2-2, is currently in second place. Beast Monster is 0-4. If the Beast Monster wins two in a row here, they will force it will force a three-way playoff between these two and Raikou Rider, all three of which are at 2-4. So that's something to keep an eye out for. If all, he will move on to the brackets and will be our final qualifier. So we should have a good match here. So get ready and get your predictions in for the first world. We have reverse world order. We could have random world order. We hope for reverse world order, but we'll see. So glutamic acid. So glutamic acid won his two matches earlier today over Raikou Rider by pretty decent margins. One of which was actually a sub 30, his second so far in group play. See if he can continue this momentum in his final two matches to improve to 3-3 or 4-2. So let's see what happens. Is Glutamic starting with an advantage? He may well be favored in this, Neo, but Rando is a cruel mistress, and we've seen some pretty surprising upsets so far in group play. Runners have been given the go-ahead and should be starting any second now. And they're off. And we lead off with World 5, which has a not too bad draw of fort, and we'll play one stage, plus a couple of hammer blows potentially, so not a terrible start. Their first fort is 6F2, the Ice Fort. And, well, Europolus would know something about tiebreakers. He, ooh, an unfortunate missed time jump there by BeastMonster, so we'll have to do that again. But Europolus tiebreakers, having had to win one to move on. He defeated Leslie Pro 04 last night in a one-game playoff. Oh, Beast Monster was going for the star. Unfortunately, lost it and unfortunately ran into the Disco Waffle in the process. Glutamic Acid taking the low road in 2-2, but gets out successfully. Alright, so he's going to take on his first Hammer Bro. It's just a couple of regular Hammer Bros. Correct, Neo. If glutamic acid wins one match, moves on. So, and a very generous World 5, all things considered. One stage, one fort, and an airship. So a nice start for glutamic acid, who's had his share of pretty generous seeds so far in group play. I mean, you know, that's all random, you know, as it is with Randomizer. Beast Monster in a bit of a trouble here with the blooper, and gets caught in the vortex there. So glutamic acid the wand to 225. So a nice quick world 5 for glutamic acid. We shall see how he fares going forward. Next world chat. So, okay, so glutamic acid gets out of 2-2. So, we have World 1, and, okay, so a 50-50 play on the levels. One for its normal location, and gets one of the 9 lost levels in the rando, the ice one, the ice stage. So a pretty easy lost level to run through. Some good P-speed strats too, if you can make it work. So this fort is indeed required. World 1 can be one of those worlds where you can get a non-required fort. This is not one of those cases. So he will have to deal with 2 forts. The long one. Got a bit of lag there on Beast's screen, but is able to take care of business and grabs the wand at 4 minutes on the nose. Glutamic acid with his fire Mario is able to make quick work of Boom Boom with 5 fireballs. So a nice easy stage. So 2 more stages for him. There are no win cards in either of these matches today. Glutamic acid was actually taking a look at what his inventory. He's got a star and a frog suit. So BeastMonster is indeed joining him. He's playing 3-8 first. I think he's gambling that the Hammer Bro is indeed going to have a hammer. If so, he would save 2 stages and about maybe a minute of gameplay. So that's the kind of move he might need here to get back into this. And well, we have a hand stage, so he might even that. See what the Hammer Bros are given today. And glutamic acid actually got stun locked there by the Sumo Bro. Had to kind of work his way around it. Ooh, BeastMonster made a poor jump there. And oh, it is a hammer. Wow. So BeastMonster actually makes a really good call here. In the short term, BeastMonster and a cloud from the Hammer Bro. BeastMonster at 0 lives. I really think he should have been using one of his power-ups. He did not do so. So, unfortunately, BeastMonster takes a game over. He's going to have to do this again. Glutamic acid tried to do some P-speed strats, was not quite successful, and had to take the long road. A one-hit Larry, and it's a 609 wand grab, so slightly longer than the previous world. With 4 stages. And see how he decides to use them. So BeastMonster is finally going to use a star this time, and we got stun locked there, and okay, he takes care of business, and he's going to go for the item, which is a mushroom. So we have World 7. At least one fort that I saw. Oh, okay. So this is an interesting world because a bridge has to be built, and hammers do not build bridge on that fort. So leading off is 5-6. So more pipe checks for glutamic acid. Those two are linked into each other, though that's actually not a bad thing. You skip a stage as a result, so there is that. He's going to play the first Piranha stage. And another hammer. So the hammers are plentiful here. And this is a 1-fort World 7, so gotta find that fort. Get to the Southwest Island. And, okay, so all the pipes in the North Central Island locked with each other. So that's instructive. So that hammer could still be useful. Zero Wing pointing out the double hammer play of World 3 could happen. It most certainly could. Unfortunately, World 7 giving out all the trolls here. You have to play 7-2. Glutamic acid using some peace speed strats to try and get through, but ended up getting hit twice in the process. So I'll have to kind of step back here. BeastMonster is following. Meanwhile, Glutamic is in 3F1. BeastMonster actually is turning around. Does not want to play the Piranha stage. He wants to keep hunting, and we'll see how he decides to proceed. I'm a little surprised, only because that's two pipes he could have checked. We know the answer, of course, but the percentages suggest, going for it. And Beast is kind of having to play, is kind of guessing here. He's not sure, the Piranha or the stage, unfortunately. Rather than committing to his play, and that's going to hurt him a bit. Oh, Glutamic was trying to... If he had held onto that tail in 7-2, he's going to hover it over this gap. Instead, he's going to have to double back. So, but luckily, it doesn't look like a terrible enemy set, the Nippers notwithstanding. There's a BeastMonster. In World 7. Glutamic is done with 7-2, so he will play the third Piranha stage. Or the second Piranha stage, excuse me. And, he's going to use his frog suit here to kind of grease the wheels a little bit on this stage. Use it for a damage boost. There's the Boss Bass lurking along the bottom. And another cloud. So the skipping stage items are today. Yeah. Well, it's not quite World 3, but we have the World 3 airship. BeastMonster is trying to go for a peace speed strat. Unfortunately, he was not quick enough, and the mushroom went into the drink. Alright, so we have a normal Larry, but a 2-hit Larry, and it's a 12 flat wand grab, so a almost 6-minute world. BeastMonster picking himself a 5 up there, not a bad idea. $11, yeah. Oh, it's like... Alright, so... Still have Worlds 2, 3, 4, and 6 to play. Tonight we dine on Mario's soup. Okay, the double hammer play really is be useful here based on that map. Just because there are 3 pipes around near the boulders, so that really invalidates it. And we lead off with our everybody's favorite Piranha Fort. I guess having a little trouble getting down to the pipe there. Needed a couple of tries. He damage boosts through the tunnel, which is a good strat to use. BeastMonster using a star, he's gonna try and muscle his way through some of these enemies. Piranha Fort with the lost level style pipe jump. That's very good. Yes. So the 2 pipes are interconnected. Glutamic is going to use one of his clouds here to get to another pipe. And it's a free pass. Okay, Glutamic, I think it was thinking about it. He's just going to play it right now. Which I think is a good move. He using his hammer suit about 4 worlds earlier than normal, but okay. 7-2 almost got sniped there. Nice, very good P-speed strats by Glutamic Acid to get through the World 7 airship. And we have some kind of Wendy. She's a normal Wendy, but how tough is she today? Message from the king, but it's a 5-hit Wendy nonetheless, and at 1444. Nice pause buffering strats there by BeastMonster to get through the second Piranha stage. So Glutamic Acid using a cloud and a hammer to get out of this. Not necessarily zeroing. World 4, it's rare, but World 4 can have viable hammer strats. But the map has to be just so. And we got a pretty interesting map here. Looks like it could be a free pass to the finish line. Well, not quite, but Glutamic Acid not taking any chances. He's gonna jet his way through and use his remaining inventory. BeastMonster's got to be careful. But he gets through at 1547. That doubling back hurt him, unfortunately. We got a salty Morton. But he's only... Oh, Glutamic rockets through World 2 at 1601. So now he has 4 and 6 to play. He's burned up all of his hammers and clouds, unless he gets more. So we'll see how long 4 and 6 decide to be. And it is World 6, so we have 2 levels. And 2-1 is full of nippers and other enemies you'd rather not see in any stage, much less this one. Oh, nice recovery there by BeastMonster. He almost overshot the jump. So, Glutamic is going to play the coin ship. Maybe get a good item here. BeastMonster first 80% of Piranha Fort. Now he's got to hurry, and he's through. So P waiting for glutamic acid there, and that could be useful. And he's in 4F2 Donut Fort. Takes a couple of hits there. He's not really concerned, though. He's gonna just muscle his way through, you know, kind of damn the torpedoes kind of approach to this, which is not an inappropriate. BeastMonster also using his hammer and Cloud in the same way as Glutamic did. BeastMonster having. Okay, so Glutamic's got a free pass to the finish line, and the anchors are giving out hammer suits today. So World 6 is pretty free as well. Glutamic got a potential shot at a sub 30, depending on how World 4 goes. Just, BeastMonster's got to be careful here. This is a 5-hit Wendy. He only got through 3 before falling to her. So, 4-3 is the last obstacle for glutamic acid. Get some P-speed strats going through the tunnel there. You know, the seed will be like that sometimes, and sometimes it'll give you nothing but music boxes and basically taunt you. Oh, BeastMonster did not get enough power in that jump and goes into the drink. Glutamic is going to take on Lemmy as Big Mario. So yeah, so this is not what BeastMonster was hoping to see, but he's going to have to grind through this. I got a tough left. Alright, next, take 2 for the BeastMonster. Okay, got a good quick first hit and a good second hit. Okay, oh, that's an unfortunate hitbox. He got hitbox there. That's not fair. Fire Flower for Mario there. And Glutamic redeems it immediately and is in the Navy stage. That takes care of the lock, so gonna have to play a couple of stages here in World to be precise. We lead off with 3. Oh, BeastMonster missed time to the jump and takes another death. So I know he doesn't want to. He might want to consider using that hammer suit. We know he has one in his inventory. We have 7-8 Piranha Alley on Glutamic's screen. The Fire Mario made it much less scary than it would have been otherwise. Angry Sun lurking in the background as he does. Not a bad enemy set otherwise. Okay, 3 hits for, Oh, he missed the jump. That would have been it. Oh, no! Beast Monster again. I think he's going for an item from the Mushroom House. I think he's had enough. Well, that would be... Well, he can go after that hammer, bro, I suppose. So glutamic acid in 1-3 went for the 4-6 tile. Saying no thank you. Unfortunately, all he got was a star for his troubles, so that doesn't really help him much. Glutamic acid's in Fort Knox 7F1. Came in as no, Beast Monster takes was speeding his way through, but mistimed his jump and goes into the drink, and he's really holding on to that hammer suit and. Unfortunately, that's becoming a liability. He really... More than anything. They already got people guessing for bridges needed to be built in World... in World 8. And Dust Minion is correct that he doesn't know that the hammer's suits will be coming back. And while it's good to guard your suits jealously, it's probably not at the expense of you getting out of this world in one piece. And oh no, he missed time to jump again. Yeah, boy. We got a full throttle Iggy here. Well, Beast Monster has officially forfeited. He has had enough of this. So glutamic acid has officially moved on to the brackets. It still needs to finish though, because his average time will help determine his seeding. And he's got another shot at a sub 30 here. So leading off with 8 Ford, aka best Ford ever. Gonna have that answer for you in a minute. Glutamic is kind of for the path to Bowser. He's got pipe checks galore. Okay, 2 bridges need to be built. The 26:58 is the best time right now in the tournament. Yes, DLP 316, who will be the 1 seed in the brackets, notched that time. So glutamic acid knows what he needs to do. He needs to take out this point. Potomac is going to play the tanks in the corner, and it is 3F2 H2O for it. That should do it. So BeastMonster, yeah, he's just gonna play 7-3. It's not BeastMonster. Glutamic Acid's just gonna play 7-3. It's a pretty short stage, and that star chain early that he took advantage of helps. So not a huge thing. He won't break 30 minutes, but he should have. He's gonna have another terrific time, for sure. Oh, there's still... Okay, one more bridge. So he's got to play 8 for it. A4 is probably behind that lock from earlier. And... I guess having a little trouble with his P-speed strats. Manages to get through nonetheless, and we'll take on Boom Boom. Alright, so to Bowser we go. Looking like about a low 32 for... Oh, and there's a meal for Boss Fast. He's got his hammer suit. He had a hammer, and as it turns out, using that hammer would have been useful here, but, you know, such as it is, right? And mac and cheese is the wall clip. And this will do it. 5 hammers to Bowser's skull, and that is it. So get out the GGs for Glutamic Acid, who has officially punched his ticket into the brackets with his 3rd win of group play. So he will finish with an official race time of 31:37. All 24 have been determined as to who they are, yes, but not where everybody finishes. So yes, well, not so much wild cards as opening round play. The top 8 seeds will all get buys. So actually, all 8 undefeated players in this case, all of them get first round buys. 9 to 24 will play opening round matches, and they will be facing off against uh, other top 8 opponents for the second round. Insofar as where glutamic acid can end up, he can finish no better than 15th because of the way the seeding is grouped. It's by record and then by your average time. So he could be his best position would be as the top 4 and 2 player. Uh, a good question from Diesel Pilot. If both runners were to forfeit in group stage, that would be counted as a double loss. Yes, both players would be given an L on the records. I don't believe that's ever happened. Um, but if it were to happen, yes, both players would be given a loss. Um, in that unusual circumstance. When is the bracket stage announcement? I will probably do it right after the second race is completed because I all I need to do are determine where exactly glutamic acid is going to end up, and then we will proceed. And I'll inform everyone, and there'll be a more formal announcement in the Discord. But yes, they. I will say who is seated where as well as who will be playing who in the first round. The Cobra saying that's an interesting hash, and yes, it is. It is an interesting hash. All right, runners have been given the green light. They will be starting in a moment. Get your predictions in for the first world of this seed. Are we going to get RWO to finish this out, or is something more interesting going to happen? World 5 to lead off in the last seed. While we wait, do give our runners a follow. And you give me a follow too, I suppose, but do start with our runners since they're the ones putting on the show today. We got, well, that RWO play is very much alive. We have 3 pipes to lead off. Well, they both found the correct pipe, but now they've got to decide what to do. And they both guessed correctly, it looks like. Glutamic acid. Oh, we found Atlantis. Oh, boy. Glutamic acid's like, no, I don't want to do this. Well, he's going to have to do it, unfortunately. This is a required Atlantis, folks. Well, even if it were a cloud, unless this is a hammer, he is not getting out of this. Nope, just a P-Wing. So, oh, BeastMonster runs into a Cheep Cheep. And glutamic acid is going to use P-Wing here. Little known fact, you can actually fly over that ice block at the start of the stage and kind of walk on the ceiling of it for a little bit, but you still got to come out the other side. But it can get you past some of these early enemy spawns. The glutamic acid's going to take the top high road here. Glutamic acid's actually going to go for the mushroom house. Perhaps it is a little consolation, Dust, but, you know, he's... BeastMonster actually picked up a raccoon tail off of the mushroom house. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your question there, Serger. If there is a tie in the standings at 5-1, or 4-2, or whatever, that does not matter to me. Who won the group? I determine seeding based on average times. Cloud and a game over. That's actually a very good point. That would actually work, yes. But the amount of time you spend having to play that, having to do all that, would probably not make it worth it. No, correct. Teeks is not the 1 seed. He is actually the 9 seed. Actually, come to think of it, somebody actually did that strat, I want to say a couple of years ago in a race. But it was such a bizarre set of circumstances. I don't remember the specifics. I do remember somebody actually did that successfully. So BeastMonster is not going to be able to one-cycle this. Glutamic acid taking care of the 1/6 beta stage, and ooh, fine. Now this feels more like the kind of seed I would roll. That first seed, I don't know, that didn't really sit right with me. This, on the other hand, yes, this is much better. Too shabby. Would have acid taking a damage boost there to get through, and gets another P-Wing. The randomizer calls for blood, once in a while, yes, it it demands to be satiated. This is one of those times, it seems. Yeah, a beast monster almost through the gauntlet of the next stage. He's gonna have to play 7-6 all the way through, or retreat to a previous stage and get a power-up. Those fire snakes are not making life easy. He's actually retreating. Oh, very nice, very astute play by BeastMonster there. Kind of manipulating the fire snakes to kind of go. So World 6, RWO is still a thing. Got a Jerry Maguire quote on our way, and now we're in 2-4, World 6. And leading off is 2-4. Can be a tricky stage off the bat. So we have World 6, the Lieutenant Acid and BeastMonster respectively are gonna have to work for this. Oh, Lieutenant Acid getting caught there on the hitbox. You have to do it again. Well, and true to form, BeastMonster's in a little trouble here. He's gonna have to start over. All right. So the pipes really aren't of any particular value here. So maybe he doesn't have to play that fort, but I don't know. Looks like he might actually. Based on the way the map looks, he is gonna have to play that fort after all. Well, actually no. Yeah, actually he is. Unless a hammer pops up, but that's a fairly low value play. Oh, he does have a hammer? He's not gonna burn a hammer here. Not to skip one stage. BeastMonster having a little trouble timing his jumps. BeastMonster is done with the second Piranha stage. Well, maybe, but he's having Fire Mario, that makes it a lot easier. Well, he missed going through that damage list, unfortunately. Alright, BeastMonster is finally done with World 7 and is out at 9:35, so about 4 minutes behind Glued, but man, what a world. Well, they got their money's worth out of that one. Samic Acid in 3-1. Swimming through the ocean blue. We have 3F1, door 6 fort. See if Glutamic Acid decides to go for the door 3's clip or not. He does not. And gets hit by a thwomp for it. We have another lost level, the pipe lost level. Kind of a mix of a 7.2 and 3.9 beta with giant enemies, so this shouldn't be too bad for Glut. Just pushing his way through. Ooh, Glutamic Acid tried to do a high jump on that giant Koopa, did not work on 4-5. So he's going to try door number 2 and get 6-5. Unfortunately, he's small Mario, so he's going to have to do a double here to get to have to do 2 power-up trips to get to Raccoon Mario, so we can get out of this state. The success for door 3 seems too low for it to be worth. I believe it's a 1-frame window. Well, Stewie Cartman would know. He's a top Warpless and Hundo player. It's 1 frame, correct? One frame for door 3 and 3F1. Forts had to be played here to get through World 6. I'm sure Glutamic Acid is not pleased about that, having to play all these forts. Granted, the only one that was probably any real trouble was 7F2, but forts are generally longer than you know, your typical stages to begin with. Although 5F2, you can P-speed through it if you've got the right power-ups for it. BeastMonster done with the pipe beta. So Glutamic Acid's finally at the airship, and this has been a long World 6 for him. It's been going to be over 8 minutes. And even without that unintended death there in 4 or 5, it'd still be over 8 minutes. Well, it's 5. So Lemmy is a 5-hitter 2 games in a row. World 1 was Pipeland. Which one was the Jerry Maguire quote? So you had me at hello. So we have World 4, so RWO is out. Sorry, folks. Better luck next time. So Glutamic Acid is going to go after the fort that's visible to him. I don't know. I would have at least taken a look at the other side. so glutamic acid didn't have any trouble with 2-5. We have 4F2 in a kind of a Fred situation. Skipping on 7F2 has actually cut the lead a bit here on glutamic acid, but he doesn't. But glutamic still has his hammer, so it's somewhat of a mirage as far as leads go. But we'll see if those hammers actually do, in fact, have any value. There's no guarantee of that. And that fort, while this whole route was required, you know, this would have saved him a little bit of trouble, perhaps, depending on what the stage was. So, going for the top route, speed strats, took a couple of damage boosts and is through, and it's another it's the other World 4 fort, 4F1. It'd be just wise just to kind of sit tight. Okay, good. He gets through and is out at 1650. So a nice world for TheBeastMonster after a rather rough World 1. Glutamic acid not getting the seeds he's been, I think, accustomed to getting so far in group play. I think he's only had one seed above 35 minutes. This one is really putting him through the ringer so far. $17.34 for gluten. Predictions, chat. We have 1, 2, 3, and 5 to play. There is a hammer. That's a hammer. So, and 2 forts is a forced draw. Ouch. Not what you necessarily like to see, but we'll see how glutamic acid handles this. So he's got 7-2 now. Had Raccoon in the first match. Unfortunately, took a hit before he could cross the chasm. His enemy set doesn't look especially friendly, so he's going to be a little careful here. Oh! Death from Above by Paragoombas, the true final boss. Glutamic acid's like, oh yeah? Well, I'll just P-Wing over this. What do you say to that? TheBeastMonster taking the bottom route in 4F1. We have 1 fort, so I think glutamic is going to go for the item here. Logic always assumes you do. So the lock or bridge cannot be in a place that prevents you from finishing this world. And it's just a music box. So the hammers really have no practical effect here because you skip 2 stages either way. And you get 3-8 as your reward with giant Koopas. They're P-wing for glutamic acid on the World 1 airship. So we've got a thick Morton, second seed in a row. He's been thick, but he only needs 3 hits. So a 21-38 first half for glutamic acid. That's definitely a far cry from some of his earlier races. His longest seed to date was it was his first seed. Today, he finished at 37-40. This is looking very much like it could be one of those times again. We have World 3 now, and oh boy, he does have double hammers, so he'll skip 4 stages. BeastMonster with Tanuki Mario is able to skip, is able to fly over, so nice little boost there for him. Glutamic acid in the ice level, lost level, no problems. Okay, now he's gonna do it. He's gonna do the double hammer. He does not want to play 5-9. We already had Atlantis, Stewie. Atlantis led off this seed. Good call by glutamic acid using his Tanuki suit on this fort, which is 7F1. No visible locks anywhere, so it's probable that he's going to have to play the second fort, but we shall see. Yeah, Cloud Runway, another lost level. That's, I believe, our 5th lost level so far this seed. Alright, moment of truth. Yep, he's going to have to go back and play. And there's another lost level, the waterfall lost level. That's 6. There are 9, Surger. The only ones we have not seen 1.5 beta. We have not seen the 7.3-esque beta. I don't remember what the 9th one is offhand, but beta we have not seen. Glutamic acid in 6F3 Carpet Fort. Yeah, it would, Macobra, and BeastMonster is feeling it right now. Having to play 5-9 because he doesn't have two hammers. So technically, he could skip two stages here by playing by just going by breaking that lock, but we'll see. 4-hit Wendy this time. So 26-38 for Glute. Got the second hand stage. Hands were not especially useful in the last seed. Oh no, they were. Excuse me. What was I thinking of? No, they were doling out hammers. We have a 1-fort World 6. World 5, excuse me. BeastMonster in 6-6 right now. Glute dealing with a boss batch filled Loopers and the babies are going to cause all the lag. BeastMonster was trying to slip past, did not do it. We got another boss bass in 6-8. BeastMonster clears the tunnel. Should be okay. He's got to be okay. He's fine. So a nice job there on Drew's part, getting out of 6-6. Now Glute is in the tower, one of 4 stages that can never be randomized because of its unique properties. The others being the Piranha stages and Bowser, of course. So yeah, so the double hammers allowed you to skip 5-9, the second hand stage, 6-6, and that's a lot of long stages. 4-3 can be quick if you can do P speed, but sometimes the enemy draw doesn't really allow you to do that. Alright, so not much. So Blute's not going to get a lot of help here in Skyline. He's going to have to play 2 stages and a fort. He gets 5-8 and almost a Fred location. Knock out Lakitu on his way out. That's another lost level. That's the 7334 beta. So we only need glutamic acid and air force. I believe this is one of the few forts we did not see in the first match. One fort also was absent, if I recall correctly. Roy is thick to... same thick Koopas for both seeds. Roy and Morton were thick. So, BeastMonster does have his hammer and is going to continue on, and he's going to take on Wendy with a P-Wing and hope this goes better than the last time. It needs to go better. If he runs out of lives here, he is in a world of hurt. Boy. I think it's just 2 more hits to get rid of her. Fortunately, he's not getting a lot of help, and he runs right into her. So we have a 2-fort world 1 here. Glutamic's going to play the Navy stage right off the bat. Runs right into her. Oh, he got caught. Fortunately, that hammer did nothing, so he's going to have to do... Did not give him forward progress, so Glutamic's going to have to play 4-6 now. He's got a hammer suit. Promising start. That's 3. 1 more will do it. And okay, well, he got out. That's what matters. He survived. Acid uses some P speed there. Get out of 6F1. I don't believe we saw this full in the first match. If we did, I don't remember it. Two now. Yeah, no. In Glutamic's case, he's playing for siege point. You know, he wants to have a good seed for the brackets. Ludwig not interested in Hammer Bros right now at all. He just wants... And, BeastMonster's trying to get that item box. At risk of getting eaten, though, because of his desire for it. Loot, meanwhile, is out of 1-3. And we'll be dealing with the World 6 airship. Was not... So we just have Larry in the World 6 airship. And gets the fire kill on him. So 35-42 for Glute. So a sub 40 seems rather unlikely here. Unless he gets a godlike World 8, he is going to have a plus 40 seed to close out his tournament. So we got a frog suit for the anchor to finish it off. He's got one fort. Of course, it's 3F2 in its natural habitat. Oh, BeastMonster wanted to go for the P-Speed threats. Unfortunately, landed on the bomb there. So he's going to have to do it again. Oh, this time his jump in lands right on the Koopa. So Glute is going to use his frog suit to as a damage boost to get through super tanks. BeastMonster really having to kind of do the dance here. Oh, just gets ahead of the Spiny. Very nice. Very nice. So that breaks the lock behind that. Super tanks broke that lock right by that pipe, and well, it's just takes him further into the dark area. So not much there. There's a pipe, and that leads him to well. If he had a hammer, this actually would be a crazy play just to play that. He's going to play this, and the answer is... Okay. It's possible this is what's going to take him to... Nope. Well, this is an ugly design for 8 because he really has no option here. He can skip around. He can skip out of this if he wants, but I think he's going to have to play tanks. He's not committed to that yet, but okay, he's through this time. He's got 4 items, a P-Wing, a Tanuki, and 2 hammer suits. He uses the P-Wing on 3-2. These monsters are going to try Air Force again. Almost went off the edge there on a running jump. Alright. I think this is going to be... I think that this is required. This is going to break that lock, and super tanks... Well, actually not necessarily. Because of where they are positioned, it doesn't really matter. So, ooh, glutamic acid hit the wall there. Yeah, it's not a guarantee, DLP, the more I think about it, but looking fairly likely, yeah. This is a 4-fort, World 8. Yep. So that breaks the lock, but he might want to just play 8-2 instead and get a free look at tanks. At the tanks in front of him. Ludimic's really spent a long time thinking about that and finally just committed, and he got the pyramid stage. The added bonus is if it turns out it's super tanks over there in front of him, the added benefit is he doesn't have to play, he doesn't have to gamble on the tank stage, impeding him. Yes, this is, I think, one of the best seeds I've ever rolled. I don't know about you guys, but, well, he was correct. Mercy and did not force him to play, run the gamut on the hand stage. So, but 2-Fort is our gatekeeper today. Yeah. Law of averages, DLP. You play 6 seeds, you're bound to get one ugly one. So, 44-minute seed for Glutamic. Even if he gets he clips the wall here, this is gonna take a while. Oh, great ones, Stu. I thought you were saying freak ones. Now that would be something. Glutamic, after 3 attempts, is like, nah, I don't want to do this. BeastMonster having a tough time getting a handle on Larry. Glutamic holds on just the last second to take care of, get past the fireballs, and down goes Bowser for Glutamic Acid. So get out the GGs for Glutamic Acid, who looks like he just may finish under the wire here. And he does, finishing with an official race time of 43:59. We are joined by the winner of today's match is Glutamic Acid. GG.
GG Pro. Yeah, that second seed was something.
That's a very charitable way of putting it, I think. It was something.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything the seed pretty much threw everything at you, and you were lucky you had double hammers.
Yeah, I saw 5-9 and I thought, oh my god, yeah, enough of this.
Yeah, well, you got to skip 6-6, so there is that.
Oh well, okay, yeah, probably worth it then.
I would say so. One of them was a hand stage, the other one was 4-3. So bad. But
I
yeah,
just felt it would never
6-6.
end.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, that's a nice way to make the group play end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just I think it's what the fans want.
Always, always. But yeah, the first seed, yeah, everything was kind of going your way, and you were really cooking there, and y- and
Yeah, I was
just kind
pretty
of picking
happy
up
with the
where you
first
left
seed. I
off in the
think.
last couple seeds.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think I took any deaths, and uh, yeah, it went pretty smoothly.
yeah, and then yeah, the second seed you lead off with Atlantis, and it's like, well, it's gonna be one of those seeds, is it? And yep, it was.
Yeah, I think I just was looking around, hoping there might be another fort, so you might not necessarily have to play it. But yeah, I think once you knew you did, it was you just had that feeling.
Yeah. You finished with an average time of 34:03, which is good enough to make you the 15 seed.
Okay, I think probably similar to last year actually. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah, and I'm actually pulling up the seeds now, and then yeah, I'm gonna do a quick shuffle here and get everybody into position for the group.
Yeah,
So,
exciting to see how the brackets turn out.
yep, yep, working on it now. Should be done shortly. So, Chad, I will actually be stepping away for about a minute, and I'll be back, and I'll give you the rundown on the brackets and who will be playing whom in the first round. So stand by. All right, I am back. Thank you for your wait. Been these will be officially locked in shortly. So, and I must say, all 48 did finish this time. We have been prone to the occasional dropout here or there, but this year we went the distance. All 48 finished. So thank you all for participating and for finishing your matches and getting everything locked in. I know it's been difficult for some in these unique times. So here is how it breaks down. We have 24 players who have made it to the knockout rounds. All right, here's how it breaks down. The top 8 seeds in order are as follows. Number 1 seed is DLP316, went undefeated with an average time of 33:12. Real quick before I explain the others, how the seeding works is I determine it by record and then average time. So all the 6-0 players are grouped and then are ranked by their average time. So there were 8 undefeateds, so they will be ranked 1 to 8. Then it's the 5-1 players. There were 7 of them. Excuse me, there were 6 5-1 players. They will be seeded accordingly. And then the 4-2 players, there are 8 of them. And then there were 2 3-3 players. So everybody is seeded that way. So DLP finished first with a time of 33:12 and is the top seed in the 2021 tournament. So congrats. Second seed is Macobra 52, an average time of 33:30. The 2019 champion comes in, as definitely a known commodity. 1 second, just want to make sure I had something right here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, making sure about something. All right. Yes, Leslie, there was only the one tiebreaker. Third seed is Stewie Cartman, finished with an average time of 35. So this is his debut in the tournament, so a very strong showing first time out. So congrats to Stewie. Fourth seed, just some guy, I don't know, Pro A007, whatever. Average time of 34:20. The fifth seed is Human Mustard, with an average time of 34:23. Another a 4-year veteran like myself, so congrats to Mustard for another strong showing in group play. The sixth seed, the Hacksaw, our 4th place finisher in last year's tournament, comes in with an average of 34:41. The 7th seed is Mitch Flowerpower, the defending champion, average time of 34:8. And the 8th seed and the final undefeated is Ibuba, who finished group play earlier today. Another veteran of the randomizer tournaments, finished with an average time of 35:47. So here is how the matches will break out for the opening round, which will start on Tuesday, June 1st. You all get for those of you in America, you get Memorial Day off, so enjoy it. Matches will be, you can start scheduling your matches to be played on Tuesday. The first round matches come out. The 9 seed, Teeks, will be playing Gimp Extreme, the 24 seed, in the match. The winner will play Ibuba. The 10th seed, Johnny Link, will be playing Europsilis, the 23 seed, in an opening round match. The winner will play Mitch Flowerpower. The 11 seed, Paradox 64, will be playing the 22 seed, Dom RTA, in an opening round match. The winner will play the Haxor in the second round. The 12 seed, Midi Guy DP, will play the 21 seed, True Hyper Mario, in an opening round match. The winner will play Human Mustard. The 13th seed, Animus United, will play the 20 seed, Paratroopa 1. The winner will face me, Pro 007, in a second round match. The 14th seed, Zodiac Dread, will take on Prior 57, the 19th seed, in the opening rounds. The winner will play Stewie Cartman. Let's see, the 15th seed, our winner today, Glutamic Acid, will be taking on the Bagler 5, the 18th seed, in the opening round match. The winner will take on Macobra. And last but not least, the 16th seed, Tapatio J, will take on the 17th seed, Scarface Nico, in the opening round match, and the winner will play DLP 316. And Surger, what flag sets will be used for the best of 3? We have a set called the Bracket Flags. So basically, what we saw today, but hammers do not break locks. So... Oh, I did? Sorry. Alright, okay, so bracket flags are what we saw today, but hammers don't break locks. So, that's what's going to be used in the 21 finals. It's what we've been using the last couple of years. And to answer DLP's question, it's straight up. There's no reseeding. Play what you get. What you see is what you get. Would be too exhausting and take way too much time. So that's why we put the emphasis on group play. So. The challenge page will be updated shortly with all 24 with all 24 players locked in. So congratulations to everybody who made the brackets, and thank you once again to everybody who participated in this tournament, win or lose. This was a great tournament, and there will be and I should. To kind of segue into what Dust Dominion asked, yes, there is a bronze match, and yes, there is money on the line for this tournament. I believe the deadline is tomorrow. I don't know if Mustard's in the chat, but he could confirm. But we have a Matcherino set up, and we are still taking donations. So if you want to up the prize money here, we're at $365 right now. So if you want to make a donation and up this prize money, right now it's top 3 will be getting money. But if you keep it up, we'll get to top 4 for sure. And yes, Dust Minion, bronze medal and finals will be best of 5, just like last year. So you're getting your money's worth in this one. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up here. So, yep, our version of March Madness will begin on Tuesday, June 1st. So, get ready for some crazy action. Pretty crazy upsets here. Let's see what the brackets can bring. So, thanks all for watching, and good luck to everybody in the brackets, and we will see you all on Tuesday for the beginning of the tournament.